All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of famous Dex over on Say Cheese disrespecting his old homie King Yella. Went as far as calling him a goofy, saying he is a nobody. But before we get into that video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and most importantly, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you guys like what I'm doing or whether you don't. And salute to all my day one, salute to all the subscribers. You guys already know nothing but love. But check this out. If you guys want to send me videos, send them to my Instagram. DM me at TheHaterWorld. I reply to everybody. Sometimes not right away, but I do. And your video might be featured here on this YouTube channel. Other than that, find us on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. And most importantly, hit us up on Spotify and Apple Music. Actually, on Apple, you go over there and type up a little review. So go over there, show me some love. Let me know what you think of the podcast, and show some love. Other than that, this Friday, Haters Only podcast, we're going to have YB in the building. All right? YB from Murder Squad. You guys might know him as Little Yogi. He's coming this Friday, 6 p.m. live. So make sure you guys pull up Haters Only podcast. And Sunday, we're going to have King Little G's artist that goes by the name of 1800 Boy. So make sure you guys pull up Sunday, 4 o'clock. Other than that, check this out. Other than that, let's get into this video and get you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's get it. Look, before we play it, let's keep in mind that famous Dex just got out of a rehab. He was considered a crackhead for a very long time, off them pills, and just recently he made it back home. He's sober now, I guess. And here he is with his interview. Let's go.
When King Yella says you left everybody behind.
Who is King Yella? A cloud chaser.
Chicago rapper.
A Chicago rapper that's still in Chicago ain't doing shit. A grown ass man that's finna be 50 years old still when I interview talk about niggas.
Check this out. I'm not here speaking for nobody. I'm not here trying to protect nobody. I'm just here telling you how I see it, right? He said, who is King Yella? Well, look, from my perspective, King Yella is a Chicago gang member that made it out of the trenches, now lives in Vegas, has a YouTube channel that actually does a lot of numbers, is only going up from there. And from everything that I've researched and seen, he's always brought homies out of the trenches to see something different in Vegas, right? Now, some homies might stay, some homies might leave, but at least you attempted to help, right? That's what I've seen, right? I did see videos of him getting blasted on. I have seen videos of him banging. I have seen videos of him doing rap, So to call him a clout chaser, I think is a little too excessive because I don't believe he's a clout chaser. Yeah, he might talk about people the same way I do because I consider this being a job. I'm a YouTuber, right? Content creator. I'm still from the streets, but this is what we do, right? The same way that a rapper will diss his enemy on a record, it's the same way that we'll make a video talking about somebody else on YouTube. It's the same thing. A content creator and a rapper are almost identical occupations. The only thing that changes is probably one does it with no visuals as far as like rapping music, and the other one does it in front of a camera 24/7. But other than that, let's go.
We don't do that. Sean, I don't want to talk about him. Fuck is a King Yella?
He seems bothered, like he's trying to avoid speaking about it because he knows he's going to get caught in lies. When somebody tries to avoid talking about a situation, like say you get in a fight with your lady, right? And she doesn't want to talk about it because she knows she's going to get caught in a lie. Because she knows that I ain't trying to be put in this situation. And a lot of people might beg to differ and say, I just don't want to argue. Then if you don't want to argue, you should have never done this shit, right? Whatever. But I feel that famous Dex is just trying to avoid the situation of having to talk about it, give him clout, speak his name, you know, things like that. I don't think he wants to be bombarded with questions about something that he's gonna look stupid on. Let's go.
Goofy.
Yeah. What was the pressure like though? I mean, having all these friends in Chicago, you're doing better for yourself, you're making money, you have kids, but then you got all these people who want things from you. Do you feel like that pressure kind of got to you a little bit too?
No.
You got people caught.
It ain't that person that person.
Wow. I'm gonna rewind it. Because we missed the part where he said goofy. But did you see how this fool stuttered after stuttering after stuttering? That tells you he's nervous. He was hit with a question that makes him nervous. The question was, how does it feel that you didn't bring nobody with you? You left everyone behind. Does the pressure get to you that you're being asked to help people? Let's rewind this real quick.
Money, you have kids, but then you got all these people who want things from you.
Goofy.
Yeah. What was the pressure like though? I mean, having all these friends in Chicago, you're doing better for yourself, you're making money, you have kids, but then you got all these people who want things from you. Do you feel like that pressure kind of got to you a little bit too?
No.
You got people caught.
It ain't that person that person ain't get to me. You know why? A motherfucker never gave me none. How the pressure gonna get to me? How can the pressure get to me when the motherfucker never gave me none? Oh, now we Dake's friend because he went to Cali and all this. Now we rooting for Dexter. Dexter. Fuck out of here.
I'll say this right now. Famous Dex is a buster. He's a fake. Listen. When people say, well, they didn't give me nothing, why should I give them anything? That sounds like the 6ix9ine. He's taking the 6ix9ine road, right? Well, they F my baby mama, so I had a rat. Listen, my boy. First of all the people that he's talking about are people that he grew up with. All the people he's talking about, Yella, billionaire, FBG Duck, these are all people he grew up with. You see them in pictures together. There's even a documentary out there where they're all in the trap house, right? You could tell they're all brokies. They're all broke, trying to come up. They ain't got nothing, right? All right, cool. One of the homie makes it, right? Famous Dex. And he said, I didn't bring nobody because they didn't give me shit. Motherfucker, how can they give you shit? You're in the same boat as they are. They're in the same boat as you. What the fuck do you want anybody to give you? Like, there is nothing to give. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there is nothing there to give. Now, see, this is the reason why a lot of people fall off. Because, look, or lose their homies and then can't go back to the hood. Famous Dex made it out the hood, right? He had a big old wave from like 2015 to like 2018, right? And he didn't help nobody. Yeah, and I know what a lot of people are going to say. He don't got to. Yeah, he ain't got to do shit, right? All right. This is the boss mentality that a lot of people neglect, a lot of people don't have, and a lot of people lack. You don't have to give the homies money. You don't got to give the homies $1 million or a mansion or a whip. Nah. You can put them in position to be able to become their own bosses. So that way, if they fail, you always say, my boy, I put you in position to have a business. I put you in position for a better life, and you fucked it off. Don't look at me anymore. It's very easy to tell your homeboy, check this out, my boy. Go get your fucking gun permit. Go get a security license. I'll hire you as my security with a legal license, a legal company. We'll LLC this shit. You'll be the boss, and you can hire your own crew. Right? That's one way. Another way could be very simple, like road manager. It can be, you're my graphic designer, you're my editor, you're my videographer. And if you don't know how to do that shit, learn, because I'm about to give you a job. I'm going to give you a fucking job. Just learn this shit. I'm gonna give you 6 months to learn it, right? Or if the homies are rappers, very simple. Look, the best I can do is promote you on my page, bring you along to open up for my tour, do these things and mention you, but it's up to you. It's up to you to do either meet me halfway with whatever I'm doing or push that shit to the next level. Listen, there's many ways, right? But to say the fact that I'm not gonna help nobody because they didn't help me, it reminds me of somebody that I know that used to always tell me, uh, the big homies never fucking told me shit, so why the fuck am I gonna tell the little homies that? Dog, because you're supposed to want better for your people. You're supposed to at least put them up on game. They didn't put you up on game, right? So at least you know how that feels, right? And that's not a good feeling. So why don't you do the opposite and put the little homies on game so that way they at least know? Like, come on, man. Like we ain't gotta repeat the shit that was done to us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just say for some instant somebody did me wrong. That don't mean I gotta go do somebody else wrong. You can change the whatever you know what I'm trying to say. You can change the narrative or what not whatever. You know what I mean. Uh, but this excuse of I did it because they didn't give me nothing, that's some sucker ass shit. There was nothing to give, young man. Let's go.
I mean, when I say, and what I mean by that is we're all human. People that we were once cool with, you see people say certain things.
Man, most of the people I was cool with, they didn't dead, bro. They didn't dead, Sean. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. They didn't, like, real life dead. Man, rest in peace. My real life friends. Everybody else could have did the same shit, Sean. Got off their ass and worked, stayed consistently. So all that leaving people behind, all that shit, Sean, please. I'll start saying that, please. Niggas grown. I'm finna be 30 years old. Niggas saw what I did. A Chicago Inglewood nigga that changed his life without having to say, shoot him up. I was wearing Vans. I could drift from my walk. Whole was mad. I changed it. Could have did the same thing I did. Be yourself. That's what Dex did. So let's stop talking about.
Look, some people don't have the drive. I understand. Some people don't have the drive. Some people don't have the ability to like, the resources. Listen. A lot of people, bro, get lucky. Famous Dex seems like he was a lucky one because his music is garbage, doo-doo, basura, whatever you want to call it. His music is garbage. So he's lucky, right? And the point of the matter is that if you're lucky, right, it's not hard to like loan a helping hand, right? And yeah, you don't gotta do shit. You don't. But if Dexter goes broke today and ain't got no money and doesn't have nowhere to go and he got to go back to the hood, it's gonna be all bad for him. It's gonna be all bad for him. But then you gotta understand you do got jealous ass homies. You do got jealous ass people that, ain't never been around you and want a handout. And I know about that, right? I understand that, right? But these people he's talking about, Billionaire Black, FBG Duck, King Yella, they were all his close homies, you know? And again, you don't got to give them shit. You don't got to give them shit, but then you ain't got to shit on them either. You ain't got to shit on them. Disrespect them, call them goofies. Come on, my boy, those were your dogs. So you were kicking it with goofies? That makes you the ultimate goofy. Like, people don't realize, like, what they say really reflects on them. Like, I'll put it to you like this. I once had a homeboy that I fell out with, and we were very close. We grew up together, and we don't talk now. I don't talk bad about him. He talks bad about me every time he gets a chance to. But I don't. You know why? Because he once was my road dog, my homeboy. We lived together. He knows my family. Why the fuck would I shit on him knowing that I was kicking it with him? So if I call him a fake, a goofy, and a bitch, that means that I kicked it with a fake, a goofy, and a bitch. What kind of sense does that make? Right? We just fell out. We don't get along no more. It is what it is. Done deal. So he's the one that actually looks like a goofy, dissing somebody he once called his brother. Come on. Listen, get it together. Everybody out there got to get it together. You ain't got to help nobody, but you ain't got to shit on them either. Let's go.
About somebody left somebody and all that. Niggas grown. Could did what I did. I was the motivational. I got RP Juice, I love you. That's why my motherfucking boy Juice took off, did what he did. He said, you motivate me, brother, to do this shit. So all I wanted to do was motivate my city.
Listen, Famous Dex just got lucky. Let's see if he could do it again now that he's out. But shout out to King Yella. I'll ride with King Yella on this one. Only for the fact that, there's many other ways to help the homies, the community where you came from, rather than just shitting on them. I'll tell you like this. When I do these little events, Haters Only podcast, I got homeboys that'll come to take care of shit. And I break bread with them. Right? Because I want them to understand that we doing this shit. Right? We doing this shit. Now, whatever they decide to do after the fact, that's on them. But I want them to see that it's easy to be legitimate. Right? Later, when we reach a certain stature, then we can do shit officially on the books, and motherfuckers will be able to feed their families that way. It is what it is. But other than that, check this out. Haters Only podcast this Friday, 6 p.m. We're going to have YB in the building. And Sunday, 4 p.m., we're going to have 1800 Boy, which is King Little G's artist. So make sure you guys pull up. Make sure you guys have the comment section lit. Ask all your questions. I'm going to have the phone lines open. And other than that, follow us on Spotify and Apple Music. And once again, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a Hater World production, and we out.